kind of like a little bad news and a great news video, and this is kind of like an updated homemade VHS label update for November 13th of 2025. Well, there's one bad news and good news video. Here's the one bad news. It was I remember when I already did the opening closing on my homemade VHS of 10 Years of Thomas. Like I showed this fake homemade sticker label. Well, and for some reason, well, I just cut it. I do have the rest of it at the bottom right on the homemade VHS. I still have it on there. Yeah, for after the label fell off easy, after I put it back on, for some reason used bubbles and put it back on. Well, because it was made of glue stick, and for some reason the ink got kind of a little ruined because it was made of markers. So yeah. It was not made of Sharpies. So yeah. Yeah. And here's the good news. I finally have a new label, but this time that was taken off from online, and it was from a that looked like that did have a VHS release. It was taken from the label that was printed off was taken off from a real VHS tape, which I don't have any other real copies of Thomas VHS, just my homemade VHS tapes only. Here it is. Yep, finally have it. But this time it was actually printed. This has actually been printed. Yep, finally have it. Well, I have to remove SP. I have to remove the SP because this was recording SOP tape. Now here's my homemade end label. Here's the part right here. This side was I cut it from this. I just want to add I didn't want to go without these my homemade logos. Couldn't the Hit Entertainment logo. But oh yeah, I did show the Anchor Bay logo as well. Yep. I did wrote 10 Years of Thomas Collector's Edition on number 1. I did put number 1 because it was actually the first ever. It's actually the first Thomas and Friends Collector's Edition on VHS tape ever made. Well, except the DVD version. So yeah. Yep. I did wrote duplicate and EP/SLP, and yes, it is in SLP mode. And it wrote 63 minutes. Well, it's actually more like 61 minutes. So yeah, more like 60 or 61 minutes. It was less than that, unfortunately. So yeah. So I did that the fake barcode with blue sides on it. That was not part of the update. Well, actually, it is kind of an update, but I'm not sure. But yeah, I had a fake barcode with blue sides on it. It doesn't use the original 1998 content. It just uses. It was taken from a 2005 DVD that I recorded, but I did not add the menu though. So yeah. Okay. Yep. I finally have this label now. Well, instead of just making my own new label, I had to print this label that worked. Like, I thought I could print this all from online. Yep. I just printed it. And this image was taken from an archive. It wasn't from eBay or Amazon or anything. So yeah. I had to cross out and remove the SP because the real VHS tape or any of the 10 Years of Thomas tapes were in SP mode, but my homemade VHS tape I made were in EP mode. Ton Metal Film Strip, and it does have the when I did to the opening of this tape, it doesn't have the original Anchor Bay logo. That's the different Anchor Bay logo because it was taken from a 2005 DVD. It's actually the 2005 version because of the Hit Entertainment logo at the beginning or at the end after the Thomas and Friends DVD trailer. It does have and yes, it does have the Thomas and Friends DVD trailer. If you want to see the opening and close to this homemade VHS that were from this, just look it up. You can just check it out if you want to. Because I already did the opening and closing. And it does have the widescreen depth as well. And there is a crack right here. Well, They did have it. Yes, they did have a crack before I made this tape. They did have a crack. The crack was sitting here before I made this made VHS of this, and was recycled from a recordable 2120 or 30 tape, I believe. So yeah, so there you have it. That was a homemade VHS label update. I'm just gonna throw it away. This will no longer be. This will be goodbye for this, but this will not be gone. This label will stay there. So I add the end labels without. So I have my logos on it, including the Random House and the Hit Entertainment logo, and the Anchor Bay logo, and Connect Channel Ubi logo. So yeah, there you have it. Yeah, to see Copy Protected. Well, because it was taped from a Copy Protected DVD, but not Microvision. I wouldn't be able to record it if it's on a VHS if it's a Microvision DVD, but it's a good thing it's not. So yeah, that's why I wasn't allowed to record onto a DVD. I wouldn't be able to copy those onto a DVD except the Random House logo, Connect Channel Ubi logo, the black screen, and the white screen at the end. Except that one, but not when it's when it started the warning screen. It won't allow that. So yeah, there you have it. That was a quick homemade VHS label update. It's an update version label. So yeah, thanks for watching. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you. I did make a fake homemade print date, which is made October 2nd, 2025. I'm gonna add a little more of this maybe. So yeah, thanks for watching. Peace.